Could you set AHR prestige cars or performance cars up in Portugal?
Una Ferrari, obrigado.
I don't know where that dealership is, but it's not in Portugal. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Supercars of London, which over the years has been a heavily Lamborghini biased YouTube channel. I absolutely love them. Back in 2008 when I was car spotting, all I wanted to see and hear were Lamborghinis. I've driven pretty much every model and variant from 2000 onwards, and I've been lucky enough to own 3. And every single time I've got in one of those cars, I have loved it. I get this buzz, I get this feeling, puts a smile on my face. And for the first time ever, with this, the new Urus SE, I'm a little bit confused because I haven't got that buzz. I'm trying to figure out where my brain has gone, what my expectations were of the Urus SE. It's taken me quite a long time to drive this car. I saw this pre-official launch in March last year in this exact spec. Hated the colour, still don't particularly like the colour. I think it's way too bright. It doesn't show off all of the lines or the curvature of the car. It's just like an orange block that I don't particularly think works well on the new design. I love the new design on the Urus SE. But when you're on roads that aren't incredibly smooth tarmac, almost racetrack-esque, it's got a very nervous, sluggish ride quality. I'm bouncing around a lot. I can feel the extra weight, and it just doesn't feel like driving down the road is a particularly enjoyable experience on a car that's £250,000 and essentially a very, very flash, glitzy daily driver that you can fit a family of 4. The practicality element kind of disappears a little bit. So when you're looking at it as, oh, this is the evolution to the Urus S, which is a phenomenal car, it's basically the same as the original Urus. The Performante obviously being that hardcore performance version of it with the stiffest springs and the slightly recalibrated gearbox throttle and a bit more power. This has got loads more power, but it's kind of unnecessary. It's a daily driver, so 98% of the time you're going to be cruising around in Strada mode, flicking between EV, the hybrid, the recharge, and through all of the settings that you've got here are a little bit confusing. So it feels like you're having to do way more of the work to find the right mode, to get the car working in its optimal efficiency, whether it be performance or you're looking for that sort of comfort. It feels like it's lost a little bit of that Lamborghini essence. And then when you consider the pace of it versus the other cars, if you have watched the Car Wow video, this, going up against some of its competitors, actually doesn't perform particularly well at all. So it's a heavier version of the Urus, a more complex version of the Urus, a car that Lamborghini might have felt like they needed to make more so than they wanted to make. And it's come out like this. And this is the first time I've got in a Lamborghini and been a little bit underwhelmed. So I'm driving across some beautiful areas, bright blue sky, which is typical because yesterday was a day that I wanted to figure the car out. And I went out and I got a whole bunch of B-roll on this car, and it was grey, miserable, gloomy. Whilst the car looked great because the colour completely popped, we're now filming under bright blue sky, and I'm going to head into London later and pick up Archie, where I actually think this car is going to be better suited. Having that hybrid system, being able to recharge the battery and being able to utilise all of the technology in the right ways, that's where it might succeed. But out here, other than being insanely fast, I'm kind of missing the point on it, and I do think it is a car that Lamborghini feel like they have had to make rather than one that they have necessarily wanted to.
It's weird and electric, isn't it? I'm not used to a Urus that doesn't make any noise.
I know. It get me the first time I drove it as well, because down here it's all very Urus. Yeah. The way that everything is now married up, I can stick it into Strada mode and then cycle through whether I want hybrid. Yeah, because I'm in hybrid mode, so the car's able to recognise that I'm doing less than 20 miles an hour.
Right, got you.
But then here I can go.
Oh, baby.
You love a V8. Sell enough of them. But now I'm in recharge mode.
Right.
So as we drive around,
It will charge the battery.
It will charge the battery, which is a very efficient way of doing it.
Was I introduced to this video, or did I just appear?
You've just appeared.
Ah. Oh, look, Hurricane.
Here we go.
Oh!
Let's start in.
The video is open.
It's an Evo.
That was an Evo. I had one of them, mate.
No,
I had one of them.
You had the cheap one. Rear wheel drive. I also had the rear wheel drive Hurricane, mate, so don't you jump back in my throat.
There is a place for cars like this, because when you're in traffic in London, you actually don't want to be just with some ridiculous supercar.
But what we are in is a highlighter orange coloured bus.
Yeah, but it's hybrid, so I like hybrid. I mean,
Yeah.
the traffic is bad today, I'm not going to lie. I mean, it is pretty bad.
Yeah. I think what I struggled with at first was adjusting to just how bright this car is, how much attention it was getting and how big it was. Because in London, it kind of blends in a little bit better.
Yeah, it does.
Whereas back in Watford, around
Yeah.
Vicarage Road,
They're thinking, it's Troy Deeney.
yeah. Who's the new signing? Let's get Sky Sports on this guy.
Tom Cleverley's barmy, mate.
The Italian plated Lamborghini Urus SE.
Yeah, you would think it's an Italian player.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I think around here with Chelsea players. They're about, mate.
Let's just push our way out and try not to get T-boned.
Yeah.
It's always a blind junction. And then everyone's in the
Oh,
wrong
why
way.
don't we go to the Dorchester? There must be some cars in the Dorchester.
Well, it is quite a nice day. It's windy outside, which is why... Well, it's one of the reasons why the GoPros are on the inside of the car, Archie, isn't it?
We're not on a bike, mate. We won't get blown away.
No, but the GoPros are on the inside for two reasons. Safety. Don't want to get them stolen.
And safety.
And, yeah.
Oh, BMW Park Lane might have some nice stuff.
We're not going car spotting
Oh, I thought we were.
to BMW Park Lane, Archie.
Oh, all right. Why not? They might have an M2 in there.
Yeah, cool.
I'm trying to think if there's any decent BMWs that have been released. M5 Touring, but I've seen that.
No.
No,
I mean,
there's nothing, is there?
no.
The traffic is mental.
It's bad, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm debating moving, to be honest with you. I actually want to
Come on then, let's go.
I want to go to Portugal, I've told you this.
Yeah,
I want to live in Portugal.
that is the dream.
Yeah.
I mean, my dream is a place up in Scotland, a place down in South Africa, and then I just rent somewhere fairly close to an airport, like near my family.
would be the dream.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely want a holiday home. I'm trying to get a place in Portugal if I can. That for me is where I'm not interested in.
Could you set AHR prestige cars or performance cars up in Portugal?
Yeah, to Dubai a car. Do you want to buy a car? I think it's sold already, isn't it?
I don't know where that dealership is, but it's not in Portugal.
una Ferrari, obrigado.
Here we go, Archie. I can see another Lambo.
Oh, it's an Evo or it's a Technica.
I don't know.
No, it's not. It's a Stelvio. What's it called?
It's
Serato.
like a satin.
Oh, we go past Land Rover as well up here.
Lovely.
Oh, or is it changed to BYD? No.
That is just an Evo. I think that could be your car, Archie.
Hang on a minute.
Someone sat in PPF'd your car.
No, it's got the better wheels than mine.
Ah.
Nice colour overhead as well.
So do you reckon someone there has driven their Lamborghini to spec their Rolls Royce?
There, no. Maybe.
That's lovely.
So that was the same, but my one had those other wheels. Those are the right wheels. Those are the better wheels.
Yeah, I agree.
I miss mine. I peaked when I got that.
He has left his nose lift up and parked the car, which I cannot. This rear is epic, and I've made it actually quite filthy over the last few days. Archie, what do you think?
I really like it. I
Yeah?
think it's a really cool car. I think it's a nice driving experience, isn't it?
Yeah. Especially in London.
Yeah, and I didn't really know what to expect with a sort of hybrid being an electric and an Urus. It is very different, but I do get it. I do get it. But I like electric. People might.
Yeah. Well, you daily a Mercedes E something, and
don't you call it an E something? It was an E.
EQS, and this is very close.
What is that?
To that car. Look at that.
Oh, it's a nail. There you go.
I would be very angry if I picked that up. But yes, a car that I feel like I actually need to spend a little bit more time with. It's kind of a car that needs more discovery. And whilst I have had this for the last few days, it does look mega. I still feel like there's a lot more to learn and a lot more roads to put it to the test. So I'll leave the video there. Let me know what you think. My first impressions are, I'm still undecided on whether Lamborghini have nailed it with this car, considering just how high the Urus is in terms of a benchmark for a sports or super sports SUV. Does look good though. Uruses always look good. But there we go. Like the first time that I've not quite bonded or gelled with a Lamborghini product. Yeah, I'll leave the video there. I'm slightly confused. Let me know in the comments and I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye guys.